Well, hey, everybody, this is Robert, and welcome to Outbreak News TV. And on today's program, we're going to take a look at the polio surge in Pakistan. Now, after recording just 6 polio cases, that's wild poliovirus type 1 or WPV1, in 2023, the nation has already reached at least 59 polio cases this year, with a month still left in the year. Today, the Regional Reference Laboratory for Polio Eradication at the National Institute of Health in Islamabad has confirmed the detection of 3 polio cases in children in Pakistan. 1 polio case each from D.I. Khan, Karachi Kiamari, and Kashmir was reported today. Of the 59 cases reported this year, 26 have been recorded in Balochistan, 16 from KP. I can't pronounce it right, so I think it's Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 16 from Sindh province, and 1 each from Punjab and Islamabad. Now, the genetic sequencing of the samples collected from the children show they are genetically linked to the same wild poliovirus 1 virus genetic cluster, which has been prevalent in Pakistan all year. Now, the 59 cases confirmed in 2024 to date is the most reported since 2020, when 84 cases were reported. This is an 883% increase in cases compared to last year's total of 6. The hardest hit province, Balochistan, with 26 cases so far this year, recorded a case the last time, a single case, in 2021. And with the 23 cases reported in Afghanistan in 2024, this brings the total between the 2 polio endemic countries to 82, up from 12 in all of 2023. Now, in an interesting editorial today in the Pakistani news source, The News, the authors write that the virus continues to persist is pretty much entirely due to self-imposed shortcomings. Thousands of parents, often from underprivileged backgrounds, still refuse to let their children take the vaccine that will keep them safe and healthy. What efforts the state has made to convince these parents otherwise appear to have hit a wall. Sindh province alone recorded over 43,000 cases of vaccine refusal just last month. Then there are the gaps in our healthcare networks and the disruptions caused by the security situation that lead to many children simply falling through the cracks. Now, according to a report from the Independent Monitoring Board of the Global Polio Eradication Initiative, released in September, over 4 million planned vaccinations were missed during immunization campaigns across the country in 2024. The provinces with the most tenuous security situation, Balochistan and KP, also lead the country in polio cases. And to make matters worse, the polio workers fulfilling a vital mission and the police guarding them are often underpaid, under-equipped, and targets of violence. This last trend ties to vaccine refusal, that so many people still do not trust the government with their children's health and continue to believe in malicious and unscientific anti-vaccine propaganda is an indictment of the state's ability to build trust with all citizens and educate its people. Nothing can be more frustrating than children being paralyzed or dying because the adults around them do not know better, or children missing out on vaccination due to poverty or living in areas going through conflicts they did not start. Polio workers and those protecting them do not deserve to be shot at or maligned, but should be paid on time and equipped with the tools they need. That this is not already the case and children are suffering needlessly is nothing short of a debacle. Now, the Pakistan polio eradication program offers a little history. And it says in early 20th century, polio was one of the most feared diseases in industrialized countries, paralyzing hundreds of thousands of children every year. Now, soon after the introduction of effective vaccines in the 1950s and 60s, however, polio was brought under control and practically eliminated as a public health emergency in these countries. Now, it took a little bit longer for polio to be recognized as a major problem in developing countries. Lameness surveys during the 1970s revealed that the disease was also prevalent in developing countries. As a result, during the 1970s, routine immunization was introduced worldwide as part of a national immunization program, helping to control the disease in many developing countries. Now, in 1988, when the Global Polio Eradication Initiative began, polio paralyzed more than 1,000 children worldwide every day. Now, since then, global incidence of polio has declined by 99%, and more than 2.5 billion children have been immunized against polio, thanks to the cooperation of more than 200 countries and 20 million volunteers, backed by an international investment of more than $11 billion. Today, there are now only 2 countries that have never stopped polio transmission. Of course, that's Pakistan and Afghanistan. Now, there has also been success in eradicating certain strains of wild poliovirus. For example, the last case of type 2 wild poliovirus was reported in 1999, and its eradication was declared on September 2015. Meanwhile, the most recent case of type 3 poliovirus dates to November 2012. However, tackling the last 1% of polio cases has still proved to be difficult. Conflict, political instability, hard-to-reach populations, and poor infrastructure continue to pose challenges to eradicating the disease. Each country offers a unique set of challenges which require local solutions. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed this outbreak news flash, and we're keeping an close eye on the polio situation, particularly in Pakistan, as cases are coming out every few days, and we're seeing quite the surge going on in the country. Now, this could all be taken care of. We've seen it before. I can remember years ago when India used to see hundreds of thousands of polio cases every year, and they saw their last case, I think it was in 2010 or 2011. So vaccination is key here, and it can be done because we've seen it before. Anyway, thanks for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, and share with your friends. And I'll see you next time on Outbreak News TV.